What is up, YouTube fam? It's your boy back with another one here at work, obviously. And man, it has been one heck of a 24 hours, 48 hours if you're counting Sunday. As many of you know, tire was flat, brake cap was messed up, and I got a notification this morning that it may not arrive until the 12th, which is crazy. Hopefully that was a mistake. Hopefully it's just like an estimated time and it gets here sooner, because it's not even from out of state, the part I ordered. It's here in Texas, and it's right here in Fort Worth right now. What it says is that the part I ordered is right there in Fort Worth, and then of course getting the tire when I'm off again, because yesterday I wasn't able to take the tire off because I don't have a proper jack, and my brother has a jack in his car, which he didn't take out of his car the day before his wife went to work. Pretty much he didn't take the jack out Sunday night so I could fix it Monday, or take off the tire, wait for my father to get there and take the tire to the tire shop to change it, and then bring the tire back and put it on. So I'm just like, okay, well, we'll try this again. I even told my brother, like, how about this? I guess since, you need a favor from me and I need a favor from you, I'll do this favor for you if you just take the tire off and change it for me, because I'll be at work. I'll give you the money, whatever you need. That way you can pay for the tire. He said, okay, cool. So hopefully he does that today, even tomorrow morning. That'd be cool. Obviously I'll help him if I'm off tomorrow. But yeah, like, hopefully we can get that done. That way when I get the cap in, I just put it on and my car is good to go after that. And it's amazing how much trouble that little cap has caused. But anyways, that's the update of the car situation. And yesterday I recorded day 8 and uploaded it. But for some reason, I have no idea why, my internet decided not to want to cooperate with me. My upload speeds were trash yesterday. I wasn't even getting a full, megabyte per second. I was getting like maybe 0.80, 0.6, 0.7, but never past 1 point something. And when it finally did get to that, it wasn't until this morning, but when I looked at the video, it was only 25% uploaded. So I said, forget it, I will just upload it when I get here to work, which is what I did, right? Sorry, I got a phone call. As always, right? Those spam calls never stop. But yeah, now it's uploaded. It's been uploaded for like an hour and some minutes. But I did manage to post a video yesterday. I managed to post a YouTube short, which right now it's sitting close to 383 views, which is not too bad for someone that doesn't post too many YouTube shorts on his account right now. But I'm going to consider it a win. I was able to upload something. But no, I'm still going to give y'all day 9, so you'll pretty much get 2 videos in the same day. But then, I'll probably post this closer to when my shift is about to end. That way it uploads, and, I'll set a timer probably for like 6 o'clock. So that way the videos are not too close together, which will be the one from yesterday and the one you're seeing right now. So yeah, we'll do that. That way there's at least some kind of time difference in there. And, with that, having trouble with my car, having trouble uploading, also having some trouble in the personal life. Everybody knows that I'm divorced. Everybody knows that I have 2 daughters. And lately, I've been having some trouble with their mother. I'll say baby mama, but not my kid's mother. I was having trouble with her. We've been having some disagreements on some things, and I'm not gonna lie. When I start getting an attitude, when I start getting mad, I sometimes tend to lash out a little bit, be a little bit defiant, be, like kind of like Degeneration X, being defiant, rebelling, if you may say or may add. And yeah, so pretty much I had my issues on Sunday with my vehicle to where I was like, I'm not gonna be able to take the kids to school Monday morning. Can you come pick them up? She said, okay. And I was like, what time do you think you'll come? Like, I'll be there later on. I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I wasn't expecting her to drop everything and come at that moment. Obviously not. But it was getting later, and I was like, hey, are you coming? What are you doing? And it was like 6 o'clock, and it was getting cold, and I had just took them baths. So their hair was still wet because she had asked me to give them a bath, and I did that. Give them a bath. And so pretty much I called her, like, where you at? What time are you coming? It was about 6 something. And she's like, I'm eating. I was like, wait, you're eating and it's getting later, colder, and our kids, are prone to getting sick pretty easily when the weather changes, and you decided to stop and eat. Like, it's like, whatever, just whatever, like, okay, whatever, just I'm leaving to go to the store. I gotta go get some stuff. If you're on your way, then you may pick them up before I even get there. Fast forward, didn't happen. Her dad and her brother picked them up. I think I mentioned that in the video. They picked them up. Fast forward to some stuff being said. I obviously said some stuff I shouldn't have said. She said some stuff she shouldn't have said, but it is what it is. Now, last night, after I was having trouble with everything, like the uploading and all that, and not being able to stream because my upload speeds were trash, I was like, I'm going to go sleep. I'm going to go to sleep. It was about 11:45, and I was like, I'm going to go sleep. But first, before I knock out, I want to take a shower. That way I don't have to take one in the morning if it is cold. So I decided to do that. And when I got out of the shower, a few minutes later, I noticed I had got a message from her. And it was this whole paragraph about how, she's feeling some kind of way, but like thinking I'm disrespecting her. Stuff was said. I thought we were over this and that. I thought we had moved on from these topics, but I guess not. I don't feel comfortable bringing my kids around you or letting them come over there until all this is resolved. And I'm going to tell you right now, when someone says the words, I don't feel comfortable bringing them over there with you or taking them over there, it's like you're pretty much trying to tell me you're not going to let me see my kids because you're feeling some kind of way. Because stuff was said between us and you're making this personal now. She goes on to say that, we were arguing and you told me to come to the house to get the kids when I got there, and I don't think that was right, and this and that. I'm like, in my mind, I'm sitting there like, every time I pick up the kids, I have to get off the car, go inside to get my kids because they're not ready. I have to go inside and be uncomfortable myself, knowing that she didn't get them ready. But I don't ever say nothing. I'm just like, whatever. I'm just happy to be with my kids. I'm happy to pick up my kids. And, she said all these things and pretty much it was like, she was making all this one-sided, saying that, I have an attitude problem, I have anger issues and this and that. And, obviously I replied, like, I wasn't going to reply back. I was going to go sleep and leave it alone. I wrote this whole thing. I'll give you a brief detail of what I put. I told her, I don't get mad. I don't get mad. And if we had disagreements, it is what it is. But if I had said some things, I apologize. I wish I could take it back, but I can't. You know, last thing I want to do is argue with you. Last thing I want to do is upset you. Last thing I want to do is not be with my kids. Like, and I said a bunch of other stuff, you know, like I might lash out a little bit, but I don't get angry no more. I don't get mad to the point where I'm yelling, cussing, screaming, threatening, and all that. Like, I don't do those things. Like, I have no reason to. And, you know, she also had said some things about personal lives and this and that. And, you know, she doesn't think that it's right that I ask her where she's going and this and that. Because, you know, it's her life. And I'm like, you're right. I don't need to know where you're going. But whenever you ask me to get the kids or something and I'm not able to, and I tell you why, like, here's why I can't go get the kids because you need me to. And that's because I'm doing this. I'm doing it on this day at this time. And if I pick up the kids, I have to cancel all that, which I'm not able to cancel because I gave my commitment to this. And, you know, I don't have to do those things. I don't have to tell you my work schedule. I don't have to tell you what is going on with me, but I do. That way I avoid any confrontation with you. I avoid arguments, because if I just tell you the truth, you know, it is what it is. Like, but you get mad when I tell you the truth. You get mad if you think I'm lying to you. You get mad no matter what. It's like I don't win here. Like, all of this is one-sided. Like, I'm asked what I'm going to be doing. I'm asked where I'm going to be doing it at. I'm questioned about this, and that. But I can't ask you one simple question. Why do you need me to pick them up? What's going on? I don't ask, who are you with? Why are you going over there? I don't ask that. I'm simply asking questions because you're asking me to cancel everything I'm going to be doing to help you with our kids. Now, granted, I should just drop everything and pick them up, but there are times where it's like, if I have an event for NTW, or if I have to, you know, stream something or be at work for something or go do something important, like anything like that, I'm expected to drop everything because she asked me to. But if it's something that is not that important and I can pretty much cancel it because it's something simple and I don't have no one relying on me, then yes, I'll cancel. But anyways, long story short, I do all these things and I tell her how I'm feeling. I'm telling her I don't get angry. I don't want my kids to ever see me angry, because at one point they did see me be an angry person, but I've changed. I've changed to somebody different. I'm not the same person. Before, I wouldn't even listen to her. Like, I wouldn't have read anything she had wrote me. I would have ignored it and said, okay. But because I'm a different person, I read every single thing, and, you know, I'm pretty much getting that she thinks I'm still the same person. Like, I don't cuss at her. I don't yell at her. I don't do anything towards her to make her feel uncomfortable, really. Like, I really don't. Like, I pretty much, at this point, just go with whatever she asked me to do. Like, she had took my kid somewhere one time, and she had no money. I could have been a jerk and said, you know, child support pays for you to do those things with the kids. No. She came to my job, and I said, take me to the ATM because you don't have Apple Pay, Cash App, none of those things where I can send it to you because I don't have Zelle. And she took me to the ATM, and I took money out. Gave her the money to take my kids to where she was taking them. And then she asked me, can you pay for gas because I have no gas? I obliged and said, you know what? Yeah, sure. You came to my job and you want to take them here, so why not? I'll put gas too. And there's been other occasions where, you know, I do the same thing for her when I don't have to. Like, I don't have to do any of those things. Like, whenever there's something going on in her life and she asks me to be flexible, most likely I say yes if she just says, hey, me and my friends are going somewhere. Okay, that's all I need to know. You and your friends are going somewhere. I'm sure it's somewhere that, y'all going to go out to eat or something, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Cool. And I'll leave it at that. So, like, I don't really want to go into details of what she's doing and where she's doing it. Like, I'm just saying, like, okay, if it's something I feel that's important that I need to cancel something, then I'll do it. And whenever she hits me up, she's like, hey, this is what I'm doing. I'm like, cool. But there has been times where I'll ask her, like, so why do you need me to pick them up? And she just gets mad and goes around and says, you know what, never mind. I'll just cancel. Whoa, okay. Didn't say all that. You said all that. I'm just simply asking, why should I cancel my plans for your plans? Is your plans more important than mine? But yeah, after everything was said, I pretty much said, everything you're asking me, like everything you point out is always one-sided. You never look at how these arguments start. You never look at what's causing this. Like, you think I'm just the same guy that's trying to fight with you, which I'm not. Like, if I were to post all the, text or whatever, y'all would clearly see, like, you're just being calm. You're not really saying nothing back to her. Like, I have shown the messages to some people and they're like, wow, like, she goes from 0 to 100 quick. Like, you're just saying, like, staying calm and asking questions that anybody would ask. And, I pretty much pointed out to her, like, you need to really look, like, how's these things going and blah, blah, blah. And remind you, the conversation started with, she doesn't feel comfortable with me picking up the kids and this and that. To me writing this whole thing, to her saying she's not going to make it personal and this and that. And I told her, you are making it personal. Everything with you is one-sided and you're making it personal by saying what you're saying. And you're saying, you don't want the kids near me right now. And you're not hurting, not just me, you're hurting them. And that's where the conversation went. And it ended with her saying, so are you going to pick them up Wednesday or not? I said, I will do whatever it is you want. She asked again, I need a yes or no. Are you picking them up? I will do whatever it is you want because I have figured it out. I wholeheartedly believe that she was baiting me into saying something that she can use against me, which I didn't give her that. I remained calm and I caught it at the end and I was like, I'm not going to say nothing that she can use against me. I'm going to say, I will do whatever it is you want. And I think she didn't get the answer she wanted because she ended up saying, you know what? I will just pick them up Wednesday. Good night. And I said, okay. I just want it to be known. I did not say no. I said, I will do whatever it is you want. And I ended the conversation. And, this morning I woke up and I'm like, I guess Wednesday I'm not picking up my kids. And I guess I won't see them this week. And it sucks. It really sucks. Because everyone knows, other than God and my family, those kids mean the world to me. They mean everything to me. When people say they would literally lay down their life for their kids, I'm that guy. I will do everything to protect them, and I will do everything to be with them. But situations like this make it hard because sometimes when everything's going right, something causes it to get off the rails and one person may not like it and, whatever. And then you just have to go with the flow of whatever they want until they calm down, until they're over their anger and all that. Because I'm not angry. I'm really not. I'm a little heartbroken right now. Because I told my kids I will always be there. I'll pick them up. And now, for the first time in a while, I can't keep that promise. And it sucks. I really don't know where I'm going with this video. But I guess if you want to take something from it, I guess just do everything you can if you are a co-parent to just cooperate with them if you have to. If you have to just cooperate with them, just do it, because fighting back obviously doesn't get you really much anywhere, and just go with the flow. And I guess it works out in the end because you get to see your kids. Because yeah, I mean, fighting back doesn't do nothing, apparently. But anyways, I'm going to end the video here. I'll be back tomorrow with some more content, hopefully better than this. But yeah, y'all stay safe. God bless and peace.